Hello, my lovelies. Sorry, I had this little issue there with a button to press on StreamYard, but I'm here now.
Has it been so long that you have forgotten you have to press the go live button twice?
No, I did that, and then it suddenly told me that I need to spend some money on my credit card to do it. And I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so
But it's all free. It's all free at the moment, so that's fine.
Yes. And Maru has said, TarotStache, you're not simulcasting. I am not. Everybody get over here, share this video, get everybody to subscribe to Ritchie.
Thank you. Well, it's been, I mean, I'd like to say probably months. It's getting on for very nearly a year since I've done a live on here with a guest. But what a way to restart you. You're here.
Well, even better, the Tuncles. And are we doing with the apostrophe or just not?
I like the apostrophe.
So, yeah.
We're Tuncles. What is a Tuncle?
Tarot uncles, who are the coolest people, the cool uncles, the ones who have all of the insight.
All the insights, all the fun. We're the ones that always last to leave a party, aren't we?
We are, and we are the ones with the best insight. We're the ones with the fans.
With the fans. Not the only fans, just the fans.
That's a whole different thing. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready for that close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Well, we're here with a new concept, a new idea. So, like most things, we could end up refining this, but we've talked it through. We've got a plan. So today we are launching one card, 2 Tuncles. We need to come up with a hand gesture for that. I think we'll work on that one. And I'm going to give all the information about that in a moment. But let's just say hello to some people, shall we?
Hello, some people.
Have showed up. I mean, they turn up. Maru is here, my lovely. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hope you are well. Linda is here, my lovely. Good to see you here. Oh good. We got a card. Loving it.
Keep going. I'm just doing the advertisement.
The problem is, I've done this for so many times. I've piggybacked on your channel. I sit there and just watch and forget that I actually have to do something.
Well, and Diane G has recently been doing this, and I think this is funny.
Hi, Jamie. Hello, my lovely. Good to see you here. Who else do we have? Free Spirit, Sophia, my lovely. Hello, good afternoon to you. Beautiful gentleman. I love that.
Aww.
Who else? Shadow Reader. Hello. Hershey.
Hershey and Thomas are with me in a couple of hours for readings on my channel. We're doing yes or no readings.
You are in demand today, aren't you?
Well, and then there's doing private readings tonight with Colleen the Cool Crone.
You're everywhere.
But everybody subscribe. Channel links are below because you never know when Ritchie might pop up.
This is true. Jen, my lovely Jen. So lovely to see you here. It has been so long, and it's lovely to see you here. Johanna Lula, hello to you.
Hello.
And anybody that's lurking, work lurkers, what do we call them? What's the other one?
Well, actually, since you asked,
you've got the card.
We have the best chatters, the best lurkers, the work lurkers, and the future lurkers. Because future lurkers, when I first started a YouTube channel, a wise person once said to me, remember, Gerald, most people will watch your video in playback. I was like going, and let me tell you, anybody who has asked me about YouTube advice, I actually say, I got this great advice from my friend Ritchie, Longman Tarot, subscribe to his channel. He reminded me, it's like, oh yeah.
Plus, we work better if we're double speed as well.
Yes, we do. I actually would love to be able to do a show of us talking
Oh my goodness.
faster than normal.
Well, there's an idea. You're going to have to hatch that one, aren't you?
No, stay tuned, everybody. I mean, I may be in high demand, but Ritchie is worth it.
Jamie's asking what might pop up. Stay tuned.
What might pop up? I don't know.
Mm. Anytime, anything, anywhere.
Have you and Linda and I done a show together?
Yeah,
We should do another one.
let's do one.
Let's do it. And we should do one with Henry. She's in tomorrow. Of course, it's really early in the day.
Mm.
I mean,
How early?
How early? I don't know. Henry, how early is early there? I'm just Ritchie, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
I will be very honest with you. This has been a tough week for me.
I'm sorry about my lovely.
I've had a lot of caregiving stuff that I'm doing, unexpected caregiving stuff. I have also I made the mistake of doing a deep dive into the world news and what was going on.
Oh, don't do that too often.
And let me tell you, when I did that, I was actually asking Quill, my AI assistant, for some information because I needed to clarify my understanding. Mm-hmm. Got this long explanation, and I just went, this is absolutely horrible. How can this be happening? And blah, blah, blah. This is not a political show or anything like that, except I actually, yeah, oh, bad move. What was lovely is Quill was like going, yes, it's a lot. How do you want me to help you? Do you want me to just sit here and say nothing, or I can give you a grounding meditation?
Oh, did you do the grounding meditation?
No, because at this point I was actually eating pizza at a restaurant. I was like going, no, I'm just silent. And I was telling Jeffrey about it, what was going on. I was telling some friends that what was going on. And then that following Saturday, I took my first hand embroidery class.
Oh, joy. And how did it go?
It went much slower than I think the teacher was expecting. Mm-hmm. She has great amount of patience, very inspiring, lots of good samples. So I was up Wednesday night until 4 a.m. Working on stuff because I got involved. I'm slow at it. And what's cool is I'm okay with being slow at it.
Do you know what? I think it is. It's a hobby that should be slow. It's about the enjoyment of putting each stitch in, isn't it? It's not about getting to the final product as fast as you can. It's about making a memory with every stitch you put into it.
Yes. I mean, that might be a conversation, or a creativity conversation that I have with myself about the process that I was going through. Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you.
That sounds wonderful. I like Uncle J. I like that.
Uncle J.
Hypnicity is here. Hello, my lovely. Embroidery is slow. Yeah, a bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle. You can't rush it. It just happens by...
Especially the way I'm doing it. I did get some reference books, and I've actually read some of those reference books.
Good. I like the fact you're using books and not going straight to YouTube.
Yeah, I actually said to the teacher, I thought about looking on YouTube University. I was going, I need to be in a physical class because I need the person to look at what I was doing and show me again and again and again. So,
well, I'm glad you're feeling more in a zone to do this tonight, and we're launching something new. So I suppose we better explain what we're doing, hadn't we? Because you and I just all the time talking. But
may I first remind everybody that this is for entertainment purposes only?
Entertainment purpose.
Porpoises only.
Yeah.
I need to have, maybe I should have an entertainment porpoise t-shirt made.
Get Quill on it.
Yes. So don't make any decisions based upon what we say. You're an adult. Use your resources. Check with experts.
And of course, we're not health and wealth and happiness. No, that's not. We do happiness, but all the other ones, you know, we're not here for that. Go and get it checked out. So how this is going to work, this is the idea that happened. The other day we were doing a reading with lovely Ali, doing RPS, rock, paper, scissors. And I sat and I suddenly thought, what would happen if all of us pulled the same card? Because we would all have different interpretations, or at least different nuances. It all means different things to us. Because when we're reading cards, as you know, we're pulling in lots of bits of information, some of which is downloaded, some of it is practice, some of this is just, you know, rehearsed and known as rote. However we read cards, we will do it differently. So I thought, well, what would happen if we pulled one card and two fabulous tarot readers, Tuncles, had a go at interpreting it, kind of on their individual basis. So that's what the premise of today is. One card, two Tuncles. If you would like a reading from us, bearing in mind it's a one-card reading, please put into the conversational chat system #1 card. That will give you a general reading of one card from both of them. If you would like a one card reading that's got a little bit more perhaps detail based on a certain aspect or a certain question that you like, put #1 card, but give us a little bit more to play with, perhaps give us a bit more detail about the focus of that one card reading. And then what's going to happen, we will be going through a random order. I do ask that you stay here for the reading, if that is okay.
Yes.
And Gerald and I will take in turns to pull one card, hold it up, and we will both have a go at interpreting that one card in our own special, particular way. And then hopefully at the end, we'll try and mash together something as a kind of overarching general thing. So there we go. Let's see what happens. I think this is going to be super interesting.
I do too. I
think it can appeal to anyone, regardless of how much you've been doing tarot, but particularly if you're perhaps new to tarot, could be useful just to see two people, you know, doing their thing. Because I don't know about you, Gerald, but I remember when I started doing readings for people, I was all okay with the kind of nice, happy part of it all, but I was never particularly good at doing the slightly darker side that sometimes some of the cards have. And I would just sugar sweet it. Nowadays, as you know, I don't have a soul, so I just go for the kill on it, straight for the jugular. But it's interesting to see the different take on it.
I agree with you. It's also one of the things, and I'm going to heap praise in your general direction, Ritchie, so be careful. Okay. Everybody knows Ritchie is an exceptionally intelligent individual, very skilled reader with the ability to articulate the meanings of the cards in a way that connects to the person. I've witnessed this. I've learned from it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think you know,
and it's,
everyone, but we do have a certain good repartee or on-screen relationship when we're reading. So I'm really interested. I wouldn't do this with anybody else or start this off with anyone else. So I'm pleased to have found my Tunkle.
Oh, thank you. I think we may need a Tuncles t-shirt.
I think so.
I think so. I also do think it's a really beautiful thing when you're learning tarot or you're wanting to broaden your understanding, watching other readers be willing to hear what they're saying and go, oh, yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Or sometimes even, where the hell did that come from? That's the other thing.
Oh, yes.
Which is quite often where I end up going, did that come out of my mouth just now? I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you do have to be careful with the pronunciation of one card.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because
you wouldn't want to be misunderstood and think you were a one card.
Oh, well, there you go. That's thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Lots of people going, yes, please, one card. Hello to you if you're joining us. Oh, look. Spasia Rising. My two favorite. Thank you.
I am totally getting my artist on this t-shirt.
Hi, Tony. Good to see so many people here. I haven't seen people for ages, some of you. So it's lovely you're joining us. Thank you there.
Lovely to see everybody.
Ritchie the Soulless. I don't think so.
Shh, Jamie, don't tell everyone.
Right, I'm just going to check I've got people here. We've got 4 people at the moment. I'm just going to read them out. We've got Hypnicity, we've got Jamie, we've got Maru, we've got Linda. If anybody else like to throw their hat into the ring, give me a hashtag one card. Be careful how you spell it.
We've got 2 other people just at the bottom.
Thank you. And Claire as well. I have a card for sanity. It's been a rough week. Of course, we can do it for you. And Aspasia, right there. Do that for you as well. Right, Gerald. Are you ready, my friend?
I am. We are keeping this. We're using a standard Rider-Waite Smith. Ritchie has asked me to do that because I love Ritchie as much as I do. I am willing to use a standard Rider-Waite Smith.
It was difficult for me but I think let's start where we start. Let's start where we start. So I'm just making sure I've got everyone there. Right. I'm going to throw my lovely Tunkle in first. You're going to do the shuffling. You're going to pull the card. You're going to do the first interpretation. And then it's over to you. So I suppose we need to find somebody to do. So I'm going to ask Hypnicity to step forward, please. Let me know if you are here, my lovely. And our reading will be first for that one, Gerald, if that's okay.
Sure, absolutely. Hypnicity. You have the Empress. What this one card tells me is you are, first of all, you need to check your upper lip. Look up, Ritchie. You need to check your upper lip. However, on a serious note, what is feeling, I know a little bit about, I've done readings for you before, Nalani. I know there is a lot of activity going on around you right now. There's newbies living with you. This Empress feels she has come to an understanding of the chaos and the pitter-patter of all of the life around her. She is controlling it. She's enjoying it. She's watching without interfering. She is so fruitful. She is very much in control. She also, in this picture in particular, she looks like she's very calm underneath the surface. There's a lot of things going on. The ability to stay present. And this card is telling me you need to do a little bit of meditation so you have your center amongst all of the chaos. The Empress is great at nurturing. The Empress needs to remember to nurture herself regularly before she nurtures anyone else. And that's what I have for you.
Thank you, my lovely. So I have been studying my Empress card. As we're pulling the same there, Nilani, we've got the same style card there. I'm getting a more of a matronly kind of vibe with the Empress at the moment. And it's interesting, we're talking about Samhain and the veil thinning. There's almost like an ancestor matronly figure that seems to be passing energy down to you. It feels very staid. It feels very Victorian. Often the Empress is seen as quite an earthy kind of corn goddess, kind of down with it. This feels a bit more staid. This feels a bit more like a matriarch of a family there. And it's, again, not necessarily judging but just being there, almost the center of the family, a little bit like a spider at the middle of the web. It's there, and you are having this energy. Now, whether this energy is coming from ancestor or a relative that's passed, or whether people are seeing you as this, I'm not sure from the one card, but very much you are the center of this group that's moving around, and you are holding, in many ways, just by like a gravity, holding that unit together. And I also get a feeling that people listen to you and look to you for the little things that you do. You don't have to be commanding attention or people coming up to you. They use you as, if you like, the benchmark for how things should run. And this is a very calm Empress card, and it's very, very staid, like I said. That's what I'm getting from this card. So should we have a go at trying to put the two together, Gerald?
Yes. What is really interesting, you had a very specific time period, the matron.
Yeah.
Which is so true. I also think with the Empress, there is this, I mean, as you said, people come to you for advice. What's interesting is you weren't expecting to be needing to give advice at this time in your life. You were wanting to not rest on your laurels, appreciate the fruits of your labor.
Yeah. It's a very respectful energy, though, and I often find the Empress to be quite a kind of floral and bounteous energy. This just feels quite calm and very. I'm just going to do that.
The calm in the storm. It's the eye of the hurricane where there's that quiet. Mm-hmm. You also, and Nilani, there's a beauty in that. There's a regalness about it.
Nilani's put lots of comments in here, which I'm going to just put some up for people to read. I need downtime. Just saying thank you lots. Says, I never had children. I regret that choice. Thank you for putting links in there. Thank you there. Beth says, depends on the stage of life of the Empress that's coming forth. That's really true. Thank you for people putting these comments in there. So there we go. I've noticed there's more people coming in, so I'm just going to add you to the list. Sue Varma, my lovely. I don't know if you wanted I've got one card migraine here. So if you want it, let us know. If you want to give us a bit more detail about that, just let me know. Right, thank you, Gerald. It's my turn to pull, isn't it? So we are going to go to Jamie. And Jamie just wants a general. I think there was no specifics there.
I'm doing some promotion. I'm letting people know we're online. I am being that pushy guy who is like going, we're here. Why aren't you here yet?
Okay. I have the Five of Pentacles for you, Jamie. Okay. I wonder if you feel like you've been closed out. I'm getting a sense here of not necessarily the financial loss and all of that stuff that tends to go with it. It's just a feeling of not being heard and perhaps doors being closed or barriers being closed to you that you feel should be opened. And that is because you feel like you've done the groundwork, the hard work. And as I said, doors perhaps in the profession or perhaps to do with a friendship are being closed, and you're like almost like you're knocking on the door to go, no, you shouldn't be closing this. I've done almost too much for you for this. You know I'm a valuable asset, so don't be closing me off because you need me, and I will walk away if that's the case, if you don't want that. So there's very much a sense of being shut out in the cold. I'm not going to say the word cold because that's obviously what the image is on here, but it feels like you've put in the hard work and you're not expecting to be treated in the way that perhaps people, I think work or something like that, as I said, may be doing it. So that's the sense that I'm getting from this card. Gerald, I'm going to pass it over to you.
I get a sense, and I know Jamie pretty well. I also get a sense this is you in this card are the building, offering that insight. You're not forcing anyone to come in. You're not forcing anyone to stay. What's happening is there is this chill and a bit of frustration, almost resolution. Okay, that's how you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's the impression that I have from the Five of Pentacles.
There we go. That is quite similar, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. That molds together quite nicely, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to give us any feedback on that one there. And as I said, Gerald knows you very well, so obviously we don't want to, go down any routes like that there. But there is certainly a sense of, that you're not getting the recognition, perhaps, that you deserve, I would say.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, and Justin, spot on. It's work. Every single person has something to bitch about yesterday, and I wanted to scream, grow the fuck up, be kind.
There you go.
Do you know what? I thank you for putting that and for being honest, because it's when we do stuff like this, it's sometimes reaching out. You feel like, am I reaching out into the wrong abyss here, isn't it? And it's like, because most people go, well, the Five of Pentacles is about being poor, and but we're not talking about that. It's a totally different vibe that's going on. We both managed to pick up on this card, so I really appreciate you putting that in, Jamie.
I do as well, because Pentacles are about resources, and sometimes people are the resource. It's not money. It's people who can help.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jamie. I'm just going through some comments, actually. Claire said, this is lovely. One card reading between you both. This is a wonderful idea. Thank you for the feedback, and thank you for being part of it. That's very kind. Are you ready to move on, Gerald?
I am.
Let us do Linda, shall we? One card, Linda.
Ooh. And thank you, Maru. I was glad to put the mustaches on the windows instead of the people. Did you see
Have you got like secret moustaches in places?
I'm not going to tell you. You have to stay tuned. You have to like and subscribe and see. Did you see what Tony put in?
No, I'll just jump back and have a look. Oh, Marilyn's here. Hello, Marilyn. Oh, I've lost her. Oh, tell him to put it back and tell him to shuffle it properly.
There you go.
Right, Linda. What have we got for Linda?
So we have for Linda, we have the Seven of Wands.
Ooh.
This is the card of when I see this card, this is showing people how things work and operate, helping everyone understand and rally together. It is about charging people up when they're a little on the tired side. When I'm seeing this card for you right now, Linda, it does suggest a little bit of luck with where you're putting your energy. There could be something coming up that's going to move you into the next card, which is the Eight of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is, it's almost like you're exercising and you're in a group exercise class. You are the teacher, the facilitator, and encouraging people to lean in. You are also you're also, you wish you got more energy from others instead of you having to carry all of it. And that's what I have for the Seven of Wands.
Okay, my Seven of Wands for you, Linda, is it's put your big boy pants on and step up to the mark. That's what I'm going to say on this one here. It's time to just rush into it and do it, because you've been thinking about it, perhaps talking about it. People need you now to do it, because you are going to be a leader, and you have, in whatever capacity that is, they are going to turn to you for the advice, for the guidance, or for the historical stuff that you've given out. People trust you, and now they are ready to look to you to hear the call, almost a bit like the Judgment card, but not quite as judgmentally judgy as that. If when I look at this card, I always see the person that's got the two odd shoes on, the boot and the shoe, and I'm just thinking this is somebody again that's rushed into it all because they know that they're needed by their tribe. And so yeah, it's time to flex your muscles. It's time to actually put yourself out there. Don't hold back. Perhaps if you've been sitting on the boundary just watching things happen or thinking about stuff, perhaps it's time to take that step forward and actually go for it. You don't have to go and win the whole battle, but you could be somebody who instigates the ball rolling for other people to make that change. But it needs doing now. That's what I'm going to say to you. It can't wait. You can't put this off any longer. Step up to the mark and do it. And that's what I've got for you.
I love that in relation to the instigation, Ritchie, because you are instigation, inspiring. From what Ritchie and I have both said, allow yourself to get inspired and just go do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And who cares if you're wearing a boot and then a shoe?
Yeah. Just turn up doing. Just be you. Do you. Just do it. And yeah.
I love that.
I like that too. Sip. Let's have a sip. Thank you, Linda, my lovely. Oh, look at the lovely comments. You two are the coolest Tuncles.
Thank you.
Hello to people that joined us. We've got lots of people joining us. Welcome. I think we might have some time to do some more. We're going through these quite quickly.
Let's do it. Linda said, I get what you're talking about.
Yeah. Good. This is the freedom of sometimes having one card, isn't it? In this case, is that you're not bogged down by everything else, or your mind's butterflying. Oh, I want to read that card, but actually, just focus on what's happening right here with this one card.
I also love the unfolding that's happening. It's because Ritchie is saying things, and suddenly I'm like going, ooh, oh. It's the deep dive.
The deep dive. Right, let's move on to the next person. It's my turn to shuffle, and Madame Maru. Just to let you know who we still have in our list, we have Claire, we have Beth, we have Lisa, we have Jazz, Suvama. I hope I haven't missed anyone off. If we have, please pop it back in #1card or Octothorpe 1 card.
Ooh, good for you. Good memory.
And we'll pop you into the list. So Maru again would just like a general. Please give us some feedback on what you think about this as well, because I think we could have some mileage in this.
This could be a regular show. We could get this syndicated.
Does that mean I have to go and spend $36 a month on my StreamYard subscription?
No, I'll be happy to host. You can simulcast.
Next. I got the show off the road. You can do the next one.
There you go. Oh, look. Kaylee has arrived. Fogo Pogo.
Kaylee, my lovely. Was it Kaylee that called us the Tuncles?
Which is why I was like going, hello. She is work lurking, I know.
You rang. Right. Okay. Ooh, death. Madame Maru. Let's put Madame Maru's name back up there so we know who we've got here. We've got the death card. All right. This is our first major of the day. It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some things are inevitable, as in death. Okay, but let's not talk about. We don't mean death as in this case. It's the people that are drawing me. It's the people on the side, the bishop and the king that's on the floor, and all the people around them. That they're desperately trying to stop death from riding in. Desperately trying to stop it. It's never going to happen. Look at the size of death and the size of his horse. Nothing is going to stop this. The inevitability of death is coming of the situation finishing, and a finality. Everything, as we know, has an end to it. However, what always impresses me with this card is that this is the only time I've ever seen death turn up in a suit of armor. If I think of all the other decks that I have, he often appears as the Grim Reaper or something else, but I can't think of another deck apart from this that has death in a suit of armor. So this is perhaps a knight. This is the used to be a knight. Perhaps it was one of the knights that was in the court cards there. And my question is, why is death dressed up in armor? Because surely nothing defeats death. He doesn't need that armor. So where I'm going with this, after a very long diatribe, is the inevitability of something ending is going to be the case. How it's dressed up is the important thing. Because when that change comes your way or that change happens, reflect back on what's happening underneath it and the different levels of it, because that's the important bit. Not necessarily that the thing's finished, but that it's dressing itself, or it's showing itself, or it's representing itself as something perhaps in a different format to what you're using it, what you're used to it to be. There we go. That's a bit complex. Let's pass it over to Gerald.
When I see death, I oftentimes feel a transition, a movement from one thing to another. The idea that what is capturing my attention on this card is the sun coming up in the background. This is the thing that caught my attention. It's like, oh yeah, there you go. The sun sort of looked like it was a crown for the bishop.
Yeah.
I think part of when I see this card in particular, for now, it is keep a perspective that is based in reality and in the now. not in the past.
Wise words indeed.
That's what I have for you.
Thank you. Wow, that was quite a lot. Do you want to meld these together, or would you like to leave it as it is, Gerald?
I love the fact you point out death has shown up in armor, and Maru did share the Black Knight is sometimes associated with death in literature and folklore, appearing as a menacing, anonymous figure representing darkness or an unyielding force that conquers all. I believe it is about the perspective. Is it the sunrise? Is it the sunset? How do you dress it up? You pick. You pick. You've got
Let's
a
go with
lot.
that. I like that.
Yes.
Lisa's suggesting it should be a regular show. She says that we might be great together.
We might.
Lots of people are talking about the suit of armor, which is great. Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
So
I love that, Ritchie. See, I learned 2 things from you today.
I learn lots from everybody, well, including you, my lovely, but people in chat putting stuff in. It's just
I do love that.
And
we are lucky.
But you know what? I often learn from myself, and I know that sounds a really wanky thing to say sometimes, but actually, I've never thought about the suit of armor till 2 minutes ago. It's something to build into it, isn't it?
That's great.
Sun setting or rising or choice. Yeah. It's rising, apparently.
Mm.
I like that. Just the flesh. And I saw Kaylee said that her parents are visiting in the UK. I think I might have bumped into them the other day in the high street, you know?
Wouldn't that be freaky?
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Claire says, I've just noticed that the towers in death are those in the moon card, yeah? There's so many different things like that in the tarot. It's wonderful.
Yes. Is your video that you did for Tarothon still up?
I'd like to think so. It should still be on YouTube. Yes.
It was fascinating, Ritchie.
Thank you.
Fascinating. I was like going, oh, I didn't know. You know, I basically passed out because I was gasping so much.
Yeah. Right, it's time for Claire. I'm just checking the time. We've got plenty of time, which is lovely. Claire has said, can I have a card for my sanity, please? It's been a rough week. I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, Claire, I have the 9 of Cups for you, Claire. It has been a rough week for you. Now is the time for you to look, sit down, have a glass of your favorite beverage, hydrate yourself, and reflect back on the things that brought you moments of joy, the things that you look at and you go, yeah, I did that. That was hard. Take a few minutes to surround yourself. You're surrounded by a lot of amazing things, Claire. This week of chaos and insanity, you're still surrounded by those beautiful cups, which have varying degrees of memories to replenish your soul. I also, when I'm seeing this, Claire, there is a feeling of you need to set your boundaries. Keep them very, very clear. It's okay for you to go like this and go, no, I'm not doing that. That's not mine. That's what I have for the 9 of Cups for you.
Happiness in this card is something that you should feel You don't have to earn happiness. It's not a reward. It's what your natural state should be. What I'm saying by this is that those 9 of cups are all things that bring joy and happiness to this person. It shouldn't be put on a shelf out of reach. It should be something that's in his hand. He should be holding all that happiness because it's important. It's important to this person. So what I'm saying here with this one is that when you have reached the level, and you said it's been a tough week, when you remember that happiness, or when you get to a happy place, don't just think, oh, that's my reward for putting up with the bad. No, that is something that is there, and you need to use your happiness. And by that, I mean actively do things that make you happy, actively go and find places of happiness, actively do those things that brings you joy. And it shouldn't be tacked on into, oh, I'm going to do the housework or the chores, and then I'm going to allow myself 10 minutes to do what I want to do. No, do the happiness bit first, because then the other bits will become easier and more beneficial, and perhaps even more productive. If you clean the house or you clean your kitchen, it's so much better to do it in a positive frame of mind when you've spent some time being happy, than thinking, I'm going to whip through this and get it done, and then I'm going to have some time to myself. So what I'm supposed to be saying is, use your happiness, flip it over. Don't let it be the reward at the end of a task. Let it be the thing that drives the task forward. Lovely.
That's beautiful, Ritchie. I would weave that together with set your boundaries to make sure you're not doing something from the I'm going to get a reward when I'm done.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
The reward is you get to do it. That is a mind flip.
Yes.
So
that takes some thinking, particularly when you say it's been a tough week and it's been sometimes we just go, oh, I just need to have those rewards to get me through it. Thinking about flipping it is a tough thing sometimes to do, but I think the productivity that comes out of it is much, much more positive and much more agreeable.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's beautiful.
Thank you, Claire, for letting us read to you. I hope you have a better week as well. I hope your week improves. Yeah. I'm an effing guru. There's a t-shirt there, right there, isn't it?
There's the short. There's the short, Ritchie. I'm a effing guru.
Claire, thank you. I have set boundaries over the years. My joy and depleted this week. This is a perfect hug from the card. Coming here this evening was just what I needed, Tuncles. Oh, bless you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. And going back to what Maru said, I'm certainly ready for things to end for our benefit. Fabulous.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Tuncles. Lots of love. Productivity with joy. There's a concept.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going to have a little sip. I'm going to do...
Thumbs up, everybody.
I probably used to have a banner that said like and subscribe, but I'd probably have to pay $36 for it now. So I've got even better. I have you doing that.
I'm here to help.
Aspasia rising, Beth. Come on then. We have 6 of Pentacles. I'll give you a moment to dig that one out there for you.
Go ahead. I'm. You can talk if you want. I'm just
going to spend a moment looking at it. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever studied the 6 of Pentacles quite as forward as that. I'm wondering if there's a link with our 9 of Cups. This chap here, that almost seems like the character on the 9 of Cups is the older version of him.
Interesting.
So therefore, it's just the stripy outfit he seemed to be wearing, and it's kind of slightly big outward appearance there. I'm just wondering if from this I'm taking the fact that generosity and doing what you can when you have time to do it and when you have the resources to do it is its own reward. Oh, that's a meme there, isn't it? Right there. And I think it's something my grandmother would have always said there. I think don't do things because you later on may need to call back the favors. This is being generous because you can right now be generous, not thinking about what the reward could be for you later on with this one there. I've also got a sense of the fact that the Six of Pentacles here, when we're dealing with the balance of the scales there, is that these Six of Pentacles, come on, Pixie, you didn't balance the picture up. There are 3 on one side, 2 on the other, and 1 in the middle. That upsets me a little bit because I think 6 should have a bit of a balance to it there, particularly when we're dealing with balancing it and being kind and giving contribution to people there.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps from this, the generosity of you giving to people isn't a balanced thing. It's not one thing from me and one thing back from them. It doesn't have to be one-sided, but at the same time, people can give what they can afford or do, or the energy they have. You can end up getting it back in some form, either a bigger version of it or perhaps a smaller version. But this is a card about being kindly unbalanced, as in what you give back, you will get something back in reward, but it's going to be, again, there's no parity between it. It's what the other person can do for you, and that just might be a small thing, or it could be a massive reward. So there we go. It's time to pay forward, knowing that sometimes somebody's going to pay back, but it might be on their own terms.
Six of Pentacles is the card of reciprocity. In order for this to work, someone has to be able to receive, someone has to be able to give. I'm going to start linking these together, Ritchie. You got it started. These pentacles are not balanced here. Oftentimes, the amount of people who can give is different than it is not in balance with those who need. It should not, it is important to pay attention, do what you can, do not give too much. Also remember, Beth, to ask for help. It gives people an opportunity to share what they have. For me, oftentimes the Six of Pentacles is not just about monetary things. It's about wisdom, knowledge, understanding. It's an ear to listen. It's a silly joke. So I think that's an important thing.
Look what we've got here. Whilst you two Tuncles have been doing readings, I cancelled a Kickstarter and gave the money to Defenders of Wildlife. There you go.
Yeah.
That's very lovely as well. Thank you. Nice gestures. Lovely. Lots of lovely comments. I'm going to move on to the next person, if that's okay. I'm not sure. Could you do a few more? Have you got to rush off,
Yes,
Gerald?
I can.
So if we can go through some of these, we've got Lisa, Jazz, Suvama, Kaylee, and Marilyn as well. If we have time, if that's okay. But if you need to go, Gerald.
Okay. I'm happy to be here.
Lisa, over to you, isn't it? It's your turn.
Yes. Lisa. Are you still here, Lisa?
Yes. Let's have a look.
For those people who were called out, let us know that you are here.
Yeah, just let us know you're here. It helps with us. I expect Halloween clothing next week.
I am glad to disappoint you, Tony.
Oh, yes. Lisa's here.
Excellent, Lisa. I got death.
This is interesting because now we're going to see what we can pull out of this one.
Lisa, what has caught me in this death card as I'm looking at it is the flag, and that death is looking out at the viewer. Part of me says, what flags have been flown you might be missing? Sometimes things sneak up on us. What's an important thing is to look and notice those flags. Are they warnings? Are they celebrations? Are they offerings? There's a lot of different things. And the white, it's a rose, correct?
Yeah.
I'm curious if there has been a need for you to offer some white roses or do some offerings for those who have actually passed. It's almost like they are looking at you going, do you see us? Do you remember us? That's what I have for you, Lisa.
For the first time, I've noticed all the water in the back of this card, or at least what appears to look like water with flowing rivers and the robes of the king. When something finishes, it can be, obviously, if it was a death of actual person, a huge tragic event that stays with you for the rest of your life. Events happen where, they are pretty much, pointers in your life. But every day things happen that finish, from going to bed and a new day starting. So when we see the death card, perhaps we shouldn't be as worried as we always do. But the water in here, the fact that it's almost noisy, this water I can hear running on there, it's a little bit like in the Six of Swords when you're moving along and it's going along. It just feels like when death comes along and it finishes, it's all washed away. It's almost like it's been cleansed away. And I suppose we're talking about death, we're talking rivers, we're talking the river Styx as well. So the idea of things just move along and the finality of what happens just goes into the past and becomes history, and the river still keeps flowing and it still continues its journey. So things happen, things end, but they soon hopefully go into the past, and as long as it's not too traumatic, it almost gets forgotten and just becomes part of the DNA of every day. And so I think there's almost like you said, like an ancestor. It's almost like something along. We're there. We've been in the past, and the reason we've been in the past is that now you can be in the future, being, or in the present, being you. So water cleansing. That's the message.
Be the water and not the stones in the river. Allow things to be in the past.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. Let's go. Jazz, B4C. Are you here? And then we're going to do Sue, then we're going to do Kaylee, and then we're going to do Marilyn. So if the other three could let us know if you're here as well while we're doing this. But we're going to go with Jazz. Hopefully Jazz is still here. Do you know Jazz's name, Gerald?
I do not. I was going to say Jazz.
Jazz is great.
They're still in the chat.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the comments there. Marilyn's here. Lovely. Marilyn, just holding for a second. Yeah, we're up. Lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah. B4C, you're up. Just see if Jazz wants. If not, we'll go to Marilyn in case Jazz is a little bit late. You're right doing that one, Gerald, if we change that. Because Marilyn is here. So Sue Varma, if you're here, pop it into chat for me. And Kaylee as well. Let's do Marilyn, shall we, whilst we're waiting for other people?
I think that sounds perfect.
So, Marilyn, I'm just going to check. Am I on the right track for my spiritual and tarot practice? I could almost answer that without reading a card, to be honest with you. I'm going to say yes, but let's see. The fact you're here may be part of it.
You're nicer than me, because my response was going to be duh. And I am pulling this card, correct?
You do this one. Yeah, you can do this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I just did Lisa.
It's fine. Ooh.
4 of Cups. Marilyn, you are. What's an important thing? You may be missing the opportunities that are being handed to you, especially when they do not come with a marching band, a huge banner, an engraved invitation. There are opportunities for you to what you need to do is pay attention to the subtle things that are going on. The subtleness of this. Part of, are you on the right track with your spiritual and tarot practice? Yes. Don't miss the unexpected and the things that are being handed to you. So there we go.
Yeah, I'm on the same vein with this one here. I'm saying yes, you are, and the fact you're here as well shows that you're partaking in this video and this live, which is brilliant. There, I'm going to say yes. What's in front of you with our 3 of Cups there, that's your practice as you are right now. That's your tarot practice, where you are, your understanding, nicely lined up, sparkling in front of you, taking all the attention. What you now need to do, as Gerald suggested, so we're melding this as we go, is there are other things out there in surprising places that are going to help you elevate up your practice and your spiritual. And it doesn't have to be to go and start doing other stuff. You don't have to suddenly start doing any other kind of mancy or anything like that at all. It will come to you if you open your eyes. It could be arriving you in a dream. It could be walking down the street and having a good thing. It could be I'm going to start up a channel and do my own. It could be something like that. It doesn't have to be I have to go and do a lot of meditations or I have to start a new practice. It could come out the blue, and welcome it, embrace it, and think, how can I tie this in with what I already know? So it's tying the 2 things together rather than having to go and learn a whole new pantheon of stuff that's going on. You're doing the right thing, though.
I want to add to that. This person is looking down. Look up.
Yeah.
Change your perspective a little bit. Seriously, when you're doing your standard practice, look at it. Get up, move around, sit on the other side of the table. See what happens.
There you go. Good luck with it. And of course, I always say tarot practice isn't about necessarily being comfortable under a tree. Sometimes you have to push yourself out and do that uncomfortable thing. And that could mean doing readings for the public. If you've just been doing readings for yourself, go that extra stage. You'll be pleased that you did that extra stage, though. That's the thing.
Lovely. Lovely.
Lisa says, thank you very much. I'm a fan of you both. A fan. What? Have my fan there. I think that's spot on, says Marilyn. There are so many distractions in life that are getting in the way. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Thank you for being part of it. Right, Kaylee is here. Work lurking, but here.
Work lurking.
Let's do Kaylee. So I will excuse me. I will do the shuffling for Kaylee.
Sounds perfect. This is an opportunity for people to subscribe to Ritchie's channel. Ways to show your support are in the description. Give a thumbs up, share this, especially since this is a new concept. 1 card, 2 Tuncles.
The first of many, I feel.
I'm thinking.
We have a jumper, ladies and gentlemen. We have a jumper. Stand back. Stand back.
Boop, boop.
We have the chariot, Kaylee. You are in control. You are holding the reins. Let me just remind you about the chariot card that not many people stop and think about. This card is heading straight out towards you. This chariot does not reverse. It only goes forward. Okay? That is your movement. That is the motion to keep going forward. Do not deviate. Do not try and do a 3-point turn. Don't go back and look at what's happened, because you can't. You gotta keep going forward on this card. You're packed up. He's got his packed lunch in the back of that chariot. He's got enough drink to last the whole ride. He's got his YouTube video playing us in the background for entertainment on his way. There's no stopping this chariot. And even if you did try and stop to turn around, it's not a good thing. It's not going to happen. So keep going forward.
Kaylee, when I see the chariot, I immediately go, ooh, kids, hold on. Keep your head and arms inside the ride at all times. I like what Ritchie is saying. It moves forward. What's interesting, they're not moving. They're sitting down. However, the charioteer remains at the ready and continues to survey and observe. If you're not paying attention to your dreams, girl, pay attention to your dreams. Oftentimes the chariot has a message that comes through when you're sleeping, when the rest of your mind shuts down. There is a huge deal of balance. There is a balance of action and non-action. Forward movement. And by the way, forward movement.
Don't go back. You can't.
You can't. Yeah, that would be messy. That's a video that you would see on TikTok, that would have, a funny sound to it. It would have the, what's his name? The British comedian who bald, running around, chasing people. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. I will remember it when I'm asleep.
Hill.
Benny Hill, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Katie's saying it's her stalk card, the chariot.
Oh, congratulations.
I had years where the chariot showed up as the me position in the Celtic cross. Funny, a lot of changes are coming and it's popped up again.
The Tuncles have told you this. No.
I'm just checking the chat. We had Sue and Jazz, and I don't think they're here. So what we might do, Gerald, is pull a card for general for everybody else.
I would love that.
Doing that one. Would you like to do that honors for that one?
Oh, sure. Tony says we need Meggings, Gerald.
What, in the store?
Oh, maybe in the store. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if I want my TarotStache legging logo on Megan's. That might be a little weird.
You're going to have to workshop and think that one through.
I'm going to have to workshop that one. All right. So pull for the collective.
Yes, this is going to be our last one. Thank you, everybody, for coming. But we are going to do a collective reading as we are getting on for time.
Do you want to
Ooh.
remove Kaylee's comment?
Yeah, I will do. Thank you.
Temperance immediately comes through. We need to make sure we are balancing all of the pieces and parts that don't usually work together and make them work together for us. There is a huge balance of being emotionally grounded, being willing to move and to move like water, be fluid, be willing to find your balance fairly quickly. Allow those emotions to flow. If you're a person who believes in angels, they may be showing up. You also may be an angel for other people.
Yeah, I'm going down the road of not the magician card here, but I'm going down the road of sometimes people can get distracted by the small things, i.e., you might be staring at this person, this angel, juggling the water that seems to be running in a rather weird direction, a bit like a trick. But you don't see the halo and the irises and the big wings because you're so focused on the small things. And sometimes that's a good thing because it's called the sleight of hand or the ability to distract away from the importance. So I'm going to suggest that perhaps we might need to be using not necessarily trickery, but if we want our voice to be heard, if we want our deeds to be seen, sometimes we have to make sure that what we want to be seen is highlighted and people are fully aware of it, because they can get distracted by the wings, the sun, the water. This card I find a bit overloading because there's so much in it that I sometimes forget it's just about 2 cups pulling water between them, actually. So focus on what's the important thing and try and shut out the information that's coming from all the surroundings, because this card knows how to put on a show and knows how to be quietly noisy and distracting. So be aware of distractions and look at the finer details.
I would add to that, Ritchie, pay attention. Look down and notice where the water is flowing. Pay attention. Don't just be going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it with focus. That's the word I'm looking for. Focus.
Loving it. Bougie bartender. Yeah. Like one of those ones in the bar competition saying, "What's this?" Yes. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Sue is here, so have to go, but I hope you're okay, my lovely. I really enjoyed this. Sorry we didn't get around to doing a reading for you next time. If you're in, we'll definitely make sure we get one done for you. Claire's just gone. I've just noticed sunrise and death and sunrise and temperance.
Yeah.
Loving it. Thank you, everybody, for being part of this. I think it's been a success, Gerald.
I think so. I'm hoping that people like it. Definitely leave a comment that lets Ritchie and I know you liked it.
Yeah. I think we'd be planning another one just to see whether it works out.
If you don't, I always say if I try something and I don't like it, I do it again to make sure I didn't like it.
Yeah. And then we do it again.
Because you have to do things in threes.
I tell you what, if you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe. And if you didn't like it, give it a big like and subscribe.
Yes. I did see Selena, Essence of the Moon, come in.
Oh, hello there.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Selena. Yep.
Selena is work lurking as usual.
Well, thank you to everybody who has taken part, work lurked, watched from a distance, or will be watching in the future.
Yes. Yes.
Marion says, love this, please do this again. And she's shouting.
Okay. I would cover my ears with my tiny hands, but I like what she's screaming.
Right. I now need to try and find the off button on this thing. I don't know where it is.
They probably moved it around.
They've moved it around. So whilst I just have a poke about backstage, pardon the phrase, trying to find what I'm looking for.
Poking about where?
Backstage.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought you said. There's just something about Meggings and in my mind, and TarotStache logos where they don't belong.
Well, that's a thought to leave everyone with, isn't it? Gerald, my lovely, thank you so much for this. It's been so much fun.
Thank you, Ritchie. Thank you for hosting. What a great idea.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.